Thank you for joining us today when we present the new features for AutoCAD 2025. So let's dive right in. This is just the agenda that we have prepared for you guys today. We're going to have a very short intro about AutoCAD. We're going to talk about the AutoCAD 2025 portfolio and all the applications that are in that portfolio. We're also going to touch on briefly on the recent features that have been made available in previous releases all the way down to 2022. And then we're going to start with the new features and enhancements in 3 categories. Those 3 categories we're going to present later. And also we're going to touch on what AutoCAD versus AutoCAD LT looks like for this release, and how do we download AutoCAD 2025, what's the file format for this release, and we're going to end up with a Q&A to look at the questions that you have throughout the webinar. Please feel free to use the Q&A box down on your screen to address your questions, and we'll make sure to answer those at the end. So let's get started. So as we know, AutoCAD 2025 is here, and AutoCAD enhances your 2D and your 3D design experience with features that unlock insights and automations with the help of Autodesk AI. You can share your ideas and collaborate with your peers on DWG files, leveraging capabilities that save you time. The 2025 release is centered in 3 major topics, which we will cover in depth throughout today's webinar. These are accelerated creativity, connected design experience, and tailored functionality. Let's talk about the AutoCAD 2025 portfolio. We have the desktop versions, of course, AutoCAD and AutoCAD LT, as well as the specialized toolsets. These are the applications that are designed for each of the disciplines that we will also look at later in this presentation. These applications enhance your 2D and your 3D design experience, again, with new features and trusted tools that have made AutoCAD its staple solution in many, many industries. The portfolio also includes AutoCAD Web and AutoCAD Mobile, which offer these same trusted AutoCAD tools for your everyday needs. The AutoCAD portfolio allows users to work the way they want by staying connected with one AutoCAD experience on desktop, web, or mobile to capture, share, and review ideas on the go. AutoCAD Web is a great complement to teams and individuals that rely on AutoCAD Desktop. On the web, users can leverage the essential design and drafting capabilities of AutoCAD to review and edit drawings and make assessments while on the field. To access AutoCAD Web, log in to web.autocad.com with your Autodesk account on any computer. No software installation needed. The AutoCAD mobile application is also available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Once downloaded, simply sign in with your Autodesk account and you will have access to the powerful AutoCAD tools on your phone or tablet. And some very exciting news. AutoCAD 2025 offers performance enhancements, which result in files opening sometimes even 2 times faster than with AutoCAD 2024. So if you're on the fence about updating, this is a good reason. Before we dive into the new features and enhancements in AutoCAD 2025, let's take a brief moment to review the features introduced in previous releases. In AutoCAD 2022, we were introduced to the trace environment as well as the push to Autodesk Docs tool. In AutoCAD 2023, we leveraged the Macro Advisor to streamline our workflows and included new commands such as multi-line text to multi-line leader and cut base. In AutoCAD 2024, Activity Insights introduced a new way of collaborating for teams and more workflow enhancements with new commands and tools for blocks. Many of these features have been enhanced in AutoCAD 2025. Let's learn about those. The first features we will review today are the ones that will help us accelerate our creativity while working in AutoCAD 2025. Let's begin with one of the most used tools, or one of the most recognized tools in AutoCAD, the hatch command. The hatch command now provides a convenient option to draw hatches without the need for pre-existing boundary geometry. How exciting is that? Now users can choose between creating a fill shape or hatching along a specified path using polylines, circles, or rectangles draw options. These enhancements to the hatch command are available in both AutoCAD and AutoCAD LT 2025. Let's see these new options in action. So we're going to see here how we can just start the hatch command as we normally would. And we select M for mode. And then in the mode, we can select either area or path. I'm going to choose area first. And with the rectangle, notice how I can create a rectangular hatch without having a previous boundary. I can do the same with the circle. Just press into screen and look for a point where I want to start my hatch. And then I can do the same and change the mode to a path. And then I can just start drawing a path on my screen and it'll create a hatch. So I'm going to zoom in and then you're going to see that this path contains the hatch. And then I can modify my the width of my path afterwards, after I'm done. Just keep in mind that if you don't pre-select a hatch pattern, the hatch pattern that's going to be assigned to these hatches is the solid path, the solid hatch. So just make sure that you select your hatch pattern before you start your hatch. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Autodesk AI. So AutoCAD 2025 also leverages Autodesk AI, resulting in more new features for working with blocks and access to the Autodesk Assistant right inside the application. AutoCAD 2025 offers more smart block solutions to streamline your design process. In this release, you can easily convert multiple instances of selected geometry into blocks. When you select geometry for conversion, AutoCAD finds and highlights all instances of the same geometry. You can then choose to convert the selected geometry and the found instances into a block. When converting to an existing block, you have several options. You can pick a block from the current drawing, a recently used block, or similar blocks in your block library identified by the machine learning algorithm. Let's look at a quick demonstration of the new commands in a floor plan drawing. So as you can see here, I have a dining table and I have my chairs, which are not blocks. So I'm going to turn them into blocks. And you just have to type B convert, which is the new command for block convert. And then I select my object. So I'm going to select this chair here. I press enter and it immediately identifies the other 9 chairs as the same block. So once I'm happy with my selection, I bring over my window. I choose whether this is a new block or an existing block. This is going to be a new block, and I'm going to name my block as a dining chair. I can choose the base point for my block, so I can click this button here and choose my midpoint. If I'm happy with my selection again, I can click convert, and now my chairs are blocks. See if I select 4 of them and look at the properties panel, these are all block references, which I can then add to my existing block library, or I can expand my block library with this feature. Now, AutoCAD 2025 also includes a technology preview that uses machine learning to scan your drawing for objects that can be converted into blocks. When you start object detection, the drawing's geometry is sent to the AutoCAD machine learning service for recognition. Once the service has analyzed the drawing, the palette will notify you if any objects have been detected that can be converted to blocks. Object detection is only a technology preview for now, which means that the detection capability and functionality will be further enhanced and improved over time in future updates and releases. It is important to note that object detection is optimized for plan view drawings only at the moment. And this tech preview is only available in the full version of AutoCAD 2025. Let's see how this works. So right here, we imported a PDF. So we're going to click on Detect. And you can see here this tech preview window that came out is telling me that there's a detection in progress. It says here that 38 sets of objects have been detected. If I click on Review, it shows me different set of objects that have been detected. So I'm going to go back to the first set, which is a correct detection of a couple of doors. I can click on one of the doors and click on Convert. And now this is the same functionality as the previous feature. So I choose a new block or an existing block and I name it Door. And then I click on Convert and these first set of objects have been turned into blocks. Now notice how there are some objects here that this is not the entirety of the door. So I don't want to use any of these. I can flag these as an error. and report it to Autodesk so that they can enhance the feature in later releases. So if you are, if you're eager to try this feature, I encourage you to do so. And if you encounter any mistakes or any errors in the detection, please report them so that we can all make this tool great together. Let's talk about the Autodesk Assistant now. Autodesk Assistant offers AI-guided self-service and options to find tailored support from within the product. Depending on the type of account you have, you can find solutions to product questions and engage in a chat with an Autodesk product support agent and more. Let's see this helpful tool in action in AutoCAD 2025. So as you can see here, if I want to launch the Autodesk Assistant, all I have to do is type the command, Assistant opened, and it'll open my Assistant window. It immediately says, "Hi, Maria. I see you need help with AutoCAD," and it explains that it is an AI-generated solution. So I can either describe my question or show examples of the questions that I can ask, right? So I'm going to type here, how do I insert a block? I'm going to press enter or press the arrow, and it immediately analyzes the question that we're making. And it gives us a list of answers, or in this case, a list of steps that you have to follow or we have to follow to insert a block. I can then choose whether this is a good response or a bad response, and then I can also look at the sources for this information. I can also choose whether I want to connect with an agent or whether I'm done with my questions. And then it's going to ask me whether that's everything I want to say today or if I have any other questions. So I can start over and ask another question. So it is very easy to access this tool while you are working. And if you have any questions, you don't remember a command, this is a great tool for that. And then once you're done, you can either restart the chat or just click on End Chat and the window will go away. Now we will move on to the features that we can leverage to enhance collaboration and connect our design workflows. AutoCAD 2025 offers more ways to collaborate and connect to the common data environment in the Autodesk Construction Cloud, all powered by Autodesk Docs. The Markup Import and Markup Assist tool and the Activity Insights panel have been enhanced to integrate seamlessly with drawings stored in the ACC and accessed through Autodesk Docs. We will explore these enhancements in depth. So let's start with the sync markups from Autodesk Docs. Adding to the capabilities of Markup Import, PDF markup files can now connect from Autodesk Docs to AutoCAD, helping drafters view and incorporate revisions. Create markups on PDF in Autodesk Docs, then sync the PDFs so the markups can be viewed by collaborators in the AutoCAD Trace workspace. The PDF markup file is continually connected to the AutoCAD drawing, meaning as you add changes to the markup file, collaborators will see those changes in AutoCAD 2025. We'll now see a brief but detailed demo of this entire process from beginning to end. So we're going to start here. As you can see, we're in a sample project in Autodesk Docs. We're going to look at our sets. We're going to choose a construction document set, actually, one of the sheets from this set. I'm going to open the first floor plan. So now I am taken to the PDF viewer in Autodesk Docs, and I'm going to start adding some markups to my PDF to simulate red lines on my plan. The first thing that I have to do, though, is make sure I calibrate my sheet and I have the right scale for my sheet. So I'm going to do the calibration with 2 points, and I'm going to choose feet in fractional inches. So now I have to choose 2 points in my PDF. I'm going to choose one of these measurements here on the side. So I just click on my first point, then I drag and click on my second point. And then I move here and I type my measurements, so 16 feet and 6 inches. I can choose the precision. I'm going to do a 1/4 inch and create and publish. So this will be saved and my sheet is now calibrated and up to scale. So now I'm ready to start doing some markups. I'm going to do a revision cloud first on my door here. up to the dresser. So I can publish my markups right away, and then I can continue with some text. I'm going to add here on the master bedroom, I'm going to ask for this TV to be moved. This is in an awkward position. So I can just type my text as I would for any of my markups. So just move TV. And then once I'm ready, I can publish this text as well. And I can also add markups with the pen tool or the pencil tool, which is all the way in the top. With draw, choose the pencil, and I can draw anywhere on my plan or my sheet. So I'm going to draw a revision circle around this door and just make sure that I publish it. So I click on it and hit publish. So now I am ready to review my markups. So if I go here to the left side on the markups list, I see that all my 3 markups are published. Now I can click on the upper right corner and I can click on sync markups to AutoCAD. I can send these markups to myself and my colleague Villegas. And then I can add some comments. Please review. I click on send at the bottom. And this generates an automatic email. So we're going to go to my email now and see what happens. So I get this email from the project indicating that there are some markups that have been sent to me. So I click on it and it opens an internet window and then opens AutoCAD. Then in AutoCAD, I select which drawing file I want to connect these markups to. So I choose my same first floor plan. Say open. And then I have to continue importing my markups. So I have to make sure that I go to the current layout or the layout that I want to add the markups to. I click on import markups and it's going to take a few seconds to import all the traces. It is important to note that you only have to do this once. So once you connect the PDF with the drawing in AutoCAD, the connection continues throughout the project. So this process only has to be done once. I click on accept to make sure my drawing is on the right position or my markups are on the right position. And then I can move between the trace environment, which is the one that we're looking at now. So this is if I want to add other traces or markups to this drawing. And I can move between this and the actual drawing. Notice how my measurement is also there. So now I'm on the drawing or the layout, and then this is how I can start solving those or reviewing those markups. And this is where I want to point out why it is important that we look back at the older, some of the older features that were made available in previous releases, because the trace environment that we're looking at right now was part of the new features in 2022. So we can start to notice how these features all tie together and get enhanced with every release. Let's move on now to the activity insights. So the activity insights panel now logs more types of activities and provides detailed information in the new activity properties panel. DWG history has now been merged into activity insights. So when a file on a supported cloud storage provider, such as Autodesk Docs, is saved, a new file version appears as a version activity on the activity insights palette. You can also view a drawing's activities from the Start tab without having to even open the file. Let's see what the new Activity Insights panel looks like on AutoCAD 2025. So here we have a drawing of a floor plan, which has an elevation as an extra. So we're going to open the Activities panel. And you can see here how every time the drawing is saved, I have different versions. If I click on one of the activities, I have my details, meaning who performed the activity and when. I can compare versions of my drawing simply by clicking on the compare. Notice here how in version number 2, I can see that that's when the elevation was added as an extra. And I can toggle the version compare on and off just to see what's different. I can also look into my start page or home page for AutoCAD. And just by clicking on the 3 dots here and clicking on View Activity Insights, it automatically keeps my Activity Insights window open on the right, and it shows me the activities for that specific drawing that is currently not opened. So I can very quickly see what's been going on with my drawings or the projects that I'm a part of without even having to open the drawing right from the starting page. So if you're starting your day in the morning, you open AutoCAD, you can, before you open a drawing, you can see what's been going on with that drawing, and then you can decide how to continue. AutoCAD Architecture and the MEP toolsets projects hosted on the Autodesk Docs now support automatic synchronization of changes across multiple user machines. This feature enhances productivity and collaboration when multiple users are simultaneously working on the same project. Edits made to a project hosted on Autodesk Docs by one user automatically sync with other users working on the same project without the need to restart or refresh the product. This functionality is particularly beneficial when two or more users are collaborating on a project within a single office or across different offices or geographical locations. The Project Navigator is a staple feature of both AutoCAD Architecture and AutoCAD MEP, and is now has been enhanced to work more seamlessly with Autodesk Docs. Now, in the Tailor functionality section, we will explore the addition of the S3 maps to assign geographic location information to drawings, as well as the new features available in the specialized industry toolsets, such as AutoCAD Architecture and AutoCAD MEP that we mentioned before. Now, in AutoCAD 2025, users can select 5 additional types of S3 maps to assign geographic location information to a drawing file. These features are also available in AutoCAD AutoCAD Map 3D 2025, one of the many specialized toolsets for AutoCAD. Let's see a sample, a project that was geolocated using the new S3 maps. So here we have a floor plan, which is oriented to the true north. So we're going to start the geographic location command. We press enter for map, and we type our project address. We click on the magnifying glass, and it takes us to our lot here. We use the drop marker tool to select the lot. We click next, and now we select our coordinate system. Click next again, and we select the center point of our project. This is important. It's the center point. Then we point the direction of the north. So we, in this case, is up, and it automatically places our floor plan in the map. We can then choose which map we want to use. Right now we're in imagery, but we can go to the streets maps. We can also go to the dark gray version or the open street map. So once your project has been geolocated, again, this process only has to be done once, so it saves the information. You can also change the location of your project if necessary, and then you can switch between the different maps available for the background information. AutoList is, of course, also available in AutoCAD 2025 and AutoCAD LT 2025. AutoList lets you specify points, select objects, enter alphanumeric data at the command line, or provide input via dialog boxes that are created with its companion language, DCL. AutoCAD 2025 also offers AutoCAD's open architecture and APIs, which allow for customization that extends to Autodesk industry-specific design software and a wide range of add-on applications created by the Autodesk Development Network. AutoCAD provides programming environments including Object-ARX with object-oriented C++ interfaces, the managed AutoCAD.NET API, the complete Visual Lisp development environment, and the ActiveX interface. Now let's talk about the specialized industry toolsets and the benefits this AutoCAD applications offer for teams looking to increase their productivity and leverage industry-specific content. The AutoCAD portfolio offers 7 specialized toolsets or applications. For the architecture, engineering, and construction industry, we have AutoCAD Architecture, AutoCAD MEP, AutoCAD Plan 3D, and AutoCAD Map 3D. For the product design and manufacturing industry, we have AutoCAD Mechanical, AutoCAD Electrical. And we also have AutoCAD Raster Design, which offers tools valuable in both the AC and the PDM industries. As you can see, each of these toolsets offer a significant percentage of productivity gain, but in average, teams using a specialized AutoCAD applications or toolsets have reported a 63% productivity gain in design and drafting workflows. Now let's look at the new features available in the 2025 releases of each of these applications. Starting with AutoCAD Architecture 2025. This release includes the following enhancements. We have Autodesk Docs project synchronization. We have enhanced design standard content. And we also have IFC workflow enhancements. AutoCAD Electrical 2025 now includes drawing list reports in automatic reports, enhanced sorting options for bill of materials reports, and wire type synchronization. In AutoCAD Mechanical 2025, users can now access and enhance parts content library and standard revision updates for surface texture symbols. Moving on to AutoCAD MEP 2025, this release includes the following. Again, Autodesk Docs project synchronization, new MEP content, and IFC workflow enhancements. And last but not least, the AutoCAD Plan 3D 2025. The 2025 release includes several new features and enhancements to existing tools. These are an enhanced PNID modeler, PNID ISA symbology updates, pipe support substitution, ortho enhancements, pipe spec viewer column customization, spec editor column customization, collaboration projects in Autodesk Docs subfolders, report creator configuration files format. An overall enhanced workflow experience, FDO Geo package, FDO WFS provider enhancements, and a coordinate system update. Now let's do a recap of the new features and enhancements available in AutoCAD 2025 and AutoCAD LT 2025. Improvements to the hatch command, search and convert for blocks, activity insights and enhancements for Autodesk Docs, and ArcGIS base maps are available for AutoCAD and AutoCAD LT users. The Object Detection Tech Preview, AI-enhanced Autodesk Assistant, and syncing markups from Autodesk Docs are only available in AutoCAD 2025. Now that we have reviewed these exciting new features and capabilities available in AutoCAD 2025, how can we access our product? AutoCAD users with an AutoCAD subscription, AutoCAD LT subscription, or an AEC collection subscription can download the 2025 release from their Autodesk account portal. Once signed in with your Autodesk account, navigate to All Products and Services and select the AutoCAD product to download. Before we end today's presentation, let's talk about the file format in AutoCAD 2025. The default file format in AutoCAD 2025 remains the same as in previous releases. The file format for DWGs is 2018. This means that AutoCAD files saved on AutoCAD 2025 with the default format can be opened in all previous releases down to AutoCAD 2018 and vice versa. AutoCAD 2025 can also save drawings in older formats such as AutoCAD 2013, 2010, and all the way down to AutoCAD R14, LT98, and LT97. That concludes today's presentation. We hope you enjoyed these new features and are as excited as we are about upgrading to AutoCAD 2025.